You are listening to WPHM Digital Broadcasting, the best in paranormal talk radio.
Hello, welcome to Paranormal Universe, where all paranormal perspectives apply. Join paranormal historian and ufologist Kevin Malek and psychic demonologist Jennifer Malek as they navigate us through the different categories of the unknown and the unexplained, including ghosts and haunted places, cryptids and monsters, aliens and UFOs, theology and mythology, metaphysics, forbidden archaeology, urban legends and folklore, conspiracies, crimes, and corruption, with top analysis from the experts of these disciplines. If it's amazing, unusual, or mysterious, if it's bizarre, creepy, and fantastic, if it's unbelievable, paranormal, or supernatural, it's here on Paranormal Universe. Here are your hosts, Kevin and Jennifer.
Hello, everyone. Whether it's morning, afternoon, or evening, wherever you are, welcome to Paranormal Universe, brought to you by the Northern Wisconsin Paranormal Society Limited and the Northwoods Paranormal Resource Center here in Rhinelander, Wisconsin. We're your hosts, Kevin and Jennifer Malek.
Hey, everybody.
We are produced by WBHM Digital Broadcasting out of Birmingham, Alabama. We're also heard on WCET-FM out of Columbia, South Carolina, the Rift Radio Network out of Lakeside, Virginia, and our newest affiliate, the Amelia Pisano Productions Radio Network out of Toronto, Canada. Welcome, one and all. And hello to everybody in the chat room. We look forward to your questions and comments as always. The archive for the show will be available as well. Show archives from over the years can be found in various places on the web, including our archives like page on Facebook called Paranormal Universe Show Archives. Also check out our guest promo page, Paranormal Universe Radio, for what's coming up in the near future. I hope everyone is surviving the winter onslaught this year. We just got shy of 2 feet of snow in 2 days, right after coming out of a wicked Arctic blast of 50 below, not counting wind chills. That's here in Wisconsin. Other places got it worse. So wherever you are in the world, we hope you fare thee well. Peace and blessings to you. Before we introduce today's guests, let's do our shout-outs. Shout-outs go to those people who share our show banners this week. We appreciate it greatly and thank you kindly. All right, Jenny, who do we have?
This week we have Walt Christos, Dots of Christos, Katrina Cooper, Dennis Koch, Jason Bland, Paranormal Soup, Jamie Demelos, JJ Paranormal, Dr. Chuck Kennedy, Project PSI Institute in Chicago, Howie Odell, The Rift, Kate Hobson, WBHM, Seraphine Hurley, Elaine Dawes, Lawrence DeMisa, Jean Broida, Jennifer Inez, Mary Breck-Zeck, Lisa Renaga, Sudan, and Lori Kreslaw.
And, of course, our guests, in today's broadcast, we'll be talking to the founders of the American Ghost Hunting Show, which is a paranormal-based YouTube show with 500,000 followers. The show live streams other prominent paranormal organizations and societies from around the U.S. The founders with us today are Daryl Marston, who is a paranormal investigator with Breaking Paranormal here in the USA, and Alex S. King, editor of Living Paranormal magazine, who comes to us from the United Kingdom. We're going to be discussing all kinds of things, and we have them for the next hour and 45 minutes. Daryl, Alex, are you with us?
Hey, how you doing, guys?
Welcome to Paraversal Universe.
Yes, welcome.
Hi, sorry, my microphone was muted. Sorry.
Yeah, thank you for having us on. This is exciting.
Yeah, this is great. Well, we have plenty of time, so let's start at the beginning. And this is tradition. We always ask our first-time guests to tell us how they ended up in their respective fields. In your cases, that would be paranormal investigating, and more specifically, I would guess ghost hunting. Daryl, why don't you start us off here?
All right, yeah. I actually got into the paranormal probably around 2007, 2008 by complete accident. I was invited to a paranormal investigation. It was like around Halloween at a major, like one of these big ones that everybody hears about on TV and seen on TV. And I went and I was hooked pretty much the same night. And that's what I knew I wanted to do after that. It took a while. I mean, I met my wife and we started dating and everything. And then we started doing investigating like around Gettysburg and local places like Fort Delaware. I live out here on the East Coast, nice. Eastern states, places like that. I'm not too far outside of Philly. And we went from there, and then it grew into, I started my own group, which was Breaking Paranormal around 2011 or 12, I believe it was. We traveled. We did a lot of stuff for YouTube, Amazon, a few other little things going on. We broke away from that. We went to kind of YouTube for a while on Amazon. We just stuck with that, and then kind of met up with Alex and Helena at one point, which is Helena's Alex's wife. Actually, we met first through social media, started talking and became good friends. And I started the American Ghost Hunter show back in, it's probably been 2.5 years ago now. And I started that out of a YouTube channel out of Texas. And it was growing channel at the time, and they brought us on. It was a small show. And, we probably started out with maybe 10 or 15 people watching at a time. And then it grew and it grew and it grew. And probably 6 months later is when Alex and Helena came on the show as a guest. I mean, as host. They were on as guests too at one point, but they came on as host. And we've been going ever since. And now we've been trucking on Paranormal Warehouse for quite a while now. And like you said in the beginning of the when you were mentioning us, Paranormal Warehouse is close to 500,000 followers at this point, not counting what's on their YouTube channels. So yeah, that's where I'm right now, and I guess Alex can tell you more about that.
What, Paranormal Warehouse or?
Yeah, where you started, bro?
Okay, well,
you're beginning first, and then
yeah, well, I kind of started it. Really, because Helena was into like ghost hunting and paranormal investigation and stuff way before we met. I mean, she's been doing it since she was like, 13, 14, going down to cemeteries and stuff with like a voice recorder and things like that. And yeah, we met in 2009, and she happened to have a ghost hunt booked at a location called Mitchland Priory. Which was the first, I think it was the first location that featured on Most Haunted. Really? And yeah, that was my first investigation. And we had hardly any kit. I think we had like one camera, EMF meter, and a dictaphone. But that's basically how I got into it, just because the person I was dating at the time was doing it, so I obviously had to do it. But no, she got me hooked. And we married about 6 months after my first investigation, and then we've been doing it ever since, and running a team called Berlin Paranormal. That's not bowling like Daryl pronounces it. He can never pronounce it. We always mock him for it. It's Bolin, as in Anne Boleyn, Boleyn. But that's the name of our team. And then so we've sort of been investigating under that name and uploading things onto our YouTube page. And then, we met Daryl probably in 2016 or 2015, sorry.
2015, yeah.
Yeah, 2015. And we started Living Paranormal, me and Helena started Living Paranormal magazine in 2017. In February 2017. And yeah, I'm the editor and stuff, and we just wanted to make a magazine that's free for people to download online. You know, we don't make any money out of it. We never have. But that's not the point in it. And yeah, we just I just kind of weaseled my way into the American Ghost Hunter show, which I thought was ironic because I'm not American. So, and now I basically do everything for Daryl, which is great.
Yeah, he pretty much does. I quite honestly, I cannot do this show without Alex anymore because he does so much behind the scenes stuff. I mean, he's always posting. Every day he's posting something, and I don't do that. I'm terrible at that shit. Excuse my language. I am terrible at that stuff. But he is very, very good at that. And I mean, hats off to Alex because he's amazing when it comes to all the promoting of the show. And it's like I said, it's been growing leaps and bounds over the last 6-8 months. And we're doing really well. Got some awesome guests. We've had some great guests in the past, but it just keeps growing. It's to the point where people are actually contacting us to be on our show, which is pretty damn awesome.
Yeah, because instead of having to go and look for people, we're having people contact us, which makes my life a lot easier.
Yes.
But I mean, one thing Daryl, I think, forgot to mention, in between being on YouTube and being on Paranormal Warehouse, we were on a radio channel called K-Core.
Yes.
And then basically, I mean, we got contacted by the person that runs Paranormal Warehouse. He probably wasn't, but I like to think that he begged Daryl to for us to go on.
Yeah, I don't know about begged.
Yeah, well, in my world, he begged.
Yeah, we like to believe.
So we said yes, because
we
felt bad. We felt bad if we said no. We couldn't really refuse. I mean, Paranormal Warehouse has an amazing following. We couldn't refuse it, and we do. Although we love being on K-Core, one thing that we missed was having the video aspect of the show, because we can sort of portray so much more of our personality with the video stream because we can do stupid stuff. I mean, the important thing you have to remember about the American Ghost Hunter show is we take paranormal investigating very seriously, but we kind of take the mick out of it at the same time. We poke fun at it at the same time, and ourselves.
Yeah, especially ourselves.
Especially ourselves, yes. And yeah, I mean, it's an entertainment / paranormal show is one way I would describe it.
Yeah, I always explain to people. I mean, anymore. I mean, we still do investigating. As a matter of fact, we the YouTube channel. That's what it's pretty much all about. Is the investigating side of us, especially the Paranormal Warehouse YouTube page. We have our own personal web YouTube page, which is the American Ghost Hunter Show YouTube page. But the Paranormal Warehouse YouTube page, which is a totally different animal, is a lot of investigating and live investigating, like on the spot. Same thing with the Facebook page, but I always like to say that we're not really so much paranormal experts or paranormal investigators, but paranormal entertainers, because that's what we turned into in the last 2 years. We just entertain people. Yeah, we're like the village idiots almost when it comes to paranormal. Let me tell you.
Great.
Well, it's cool how, even 20 years ago, people couldn't come together the way they can today.
Right.
And being that you guys have bridged that gap from America and Britain to be able to collaborate and not only, enjoy the field, but you're giving back to the field because you're helping other groups promote themselves.
Yes. Yeah.
And it's a wonderful thing.
Yeah, that's what we do. We in fact, that's how we met you guys. We talked